had a really turbulent flight.
And I think it was ChatGPT kind of crashed, Instagram crashed. People were panicking. I remember Dubai, London, New York. So
wow, that's amazing.
To be honest, I love it because I get bored quickly.
Singapore, Malaysia. I'd been to all these places, Indonesia as well. Morocco. I love Morocco as well. We went but I've been to about 35 countries. I love traveling, but it's just I don't like the process. It's lovely to meet you. Yeah.
I'm pronouncing your name correctly, right? Neetu?
That's right, Neetu.
Yeah,
that's great. Thank you. How are you today? How are you doing?
Good. Everything's good. It's early in the morning with me. What about you?
Oh, yeah, here it's 7:30. 7:32. Yeah. Where are you at the moment, Khadija? Where do you live?
Oh, I'm currently in Dubai at the moment. So it's 4:30ish in the morning here.
Very early. Sorry that it's so early for you. Is it?
I'm more of a night owl. I kind of collapse in the mornings. I'm more of a night person.
Oh, so I was thinking, yeah, I know Dubai is 3 hours behind Thailand. So we're in Thailand. Okay. I'm in Thailand. So yeah, and I was thinking it must be, if you're in Dubai, it would be 4:30. Yeah. That's right. Oh my goodness.
Have you ever been to Dubai then?
Yeah, many times because we have family there. I've got my husband's brother. He lives there.
Oh,
yeah, he works for Emirates. He's been there for like 20 years, I think. So we often stop over and just spend like a week with them. I love it there. It's lovely.
If I had someone working at Emirates, I would try and take as much advantage if they have free flights and everything.
Yeah, exactly. It's a real advantage, I think. Yeah. Can I just ask you to introduce yourself?
Okay, no problem. So basically, my name's Khadija, and obviously I'm a tutor on Cambly, as we know already.
Yeah.
From London, but I do travel a lot for work, which is in human resources, basically. So I travel from company to company, and my degree is actually Industrial Organisational Psychology, because I love psychology, like human behaviour, but I knew I'd never be a good therapist. So I was like, let me find like a common ground.
That's great, yeah.
But currently I'm in Dubai for work at the moment.
That's great. So do you work between Dubai and London? Is that right?
Yeah, I do. Dubai, London, New York. So
wow, that's amazing.
To be honest, I love it because I get bored quickly.
It sounds like an ideal job, like you're traveling and you're working as well. Yeah.
Well, I love it. It suits me, to be honest with you. But yeah. And
that's amazing.
Well, can I ask as well, because you are in Thailand, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you always know it was going to be Thailand, or was Thailand one of your options to move to in that aspect?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in London, and I'll just introduce myself. Yeah, so I grew up in London, and I lived there for 35 years, and we planned to stay there. Like I had my family, my parents, sister, everyone nearby. And then we got this job offer. So it's for my husband's job. So we moved here for his job, really. He works in IT. Okay. So we ended up staying. We've been here now for 14 years, which is really long, much longer than we planned. we planned to stay for 2 years or 3 years. So yeah, I have 3 boys, so they are in school here. They're 14 and 15, and my eldest son is in London. He's working there. He's 25.
Life is crazy like that, right? You plan something and then you do the complete opposite.
Exactly, that's right. And every year we say, my gosh, we've been here so long. It's kind of in a good way, yeah.
Well, I went to Thailand, I think 5-6 years ago. Okay. I loved it, to be honest with you, but I think I made the mistake of just going to like touristic places. I never really got to mingle within the locals and all of that.
Where did you go? Do you remember the places where you went? Did you go to the islands as well as Bangkok?
Yeah, islands. There was, is it called Phuket?
Yes.
These types of places, to be honest with you.
That's really nice, yeah.
I loved it, to be honest. People hospitable. the weather was amazing. Coming from London, that weather was amazing.
That's it. You know exactly what it's like growing up in a cold place. And yeah, and of course now in Dubai, you've got the humid weather as well, haven't you? Yeah.
It's so hot. I never realized how hot it could reach, but the winters are amazing there, to be honest.
Great. So when you were in Thailand, did you do, so I saw on your profile that you really like water sports, you like being in the water. So is that something that you did in Thailand, and do you also do that in Dubai?
I love it. Like I do a lot of snorkeling. I haven't found a place in Dubai to do that, to be honest with you. But I feel like Thailand, there was a lot of options for that and everything. And I just find water relaxing, no? When you work after a long day, just to kind of unwind.
Yes.
I mean, what about you? Can I ask, what attracted you to stay in Thailand then?
So it was really just for the job. Like, you know, the job was extended and we ended up staying. And in the first few years, we would go to the islands, you know, like when you're first here, you're really excited. You go, So we would go to Phuket, Koh Samui, and then there's some other places which are less touristy. There's a place called Koh Chang. Have you heard of that place?
No.
Yeah. So it means Elephant Island, and it's about 4 hours drive from Bangkok. And then it's a ferry, so it's to cross the mainland. So we would often go there. So during the pandemic, like the whole country was closed to tourists. But so we went to the island and we just did like, you know, online work from there, which worked really well. Yeah. And it's just a really nice lifestyle. But as time has gone on, I think when you settle in a place, you become more like the locals. You don't kind of go on holiday go to the islands. Yeah. So once in a while I'll say, oh, we should go to this park. And they have really nice parks around here as well. Yeah. But it's less kind of going further away. So I think for this year, my aim is to travel a bit more around Thailand because we've had a long break from that. Yeah. And just maybe see some other parts. There's a place in the north where they have like mountains. It's about 5 hours drive, and they have cherry blossom, but it's only for like 2 weeks of the year. So you have to like
that's a gamble, because I remember they would predict it and then people would miss it, or the minute that they leave it would always bloom all of a sudden.
Exactly. That's exactly what happened when we went the first time. Like we didn't make it to the cherry blossom because it had already gone, but so that's the plan for next year. Yeah. So are you someone who loves to travel, Khadija? Would you say so? I know with your job, do you also like to travel for leisure?
I love traveling. I don't have any kids. I kind of said, should I do me or do the kids? And I thought, okay, I'll do me at the moment, basically. So I love traveling. I love the concept of different cultures and languages. Food has always been a problem because I'm a picky eater, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But other than that, I really love it. Like, I mean, are you a traveler? Have you traveled around Asia, or Thailand is the main area at the moment?
Yeah. So I mean, for Singapore, Malaysia, I'd been to all these places, Indonesia as well. Morocco, I love Morocco as well. We went there, but not recently, I have to say. It was a few years ago. So I was kind of just out of uni and we went to Morocco. So I feel like I need a refresh to kind of see the place again. Yeah, I really love traveling. The only thing is I'm not very good on flights. I don't enjoy the journey. I have this I'm a bit of a nervous flyer.
Have you always been like that, or that's just
I've been like that since I think probably the last 15 years or so. I had a really turbulent flight and that changed everything for me. It just became like a kind of a mental block in my mind. But I've been to about 35 countries. I love traveling, but it's just I don't like the process. I love it when I'm there. But you know, these days you can't avoid traveling, can you? You have to like, you know, if you want to see places, you have to get on a plane. So there's no other way. Yeah. So it's not terrible. It's not like I can't, but I just don't enjoy the flight, I think. Yeah.
I mean, well, I have to be honest, I've become a bit like, I have a fear of planes after, like, I don't know if it's the news or over the past 10 years, I've been hearing all these things. So I was a bit the same, but chewing gum, I don't know why, when I chew gum, I feel much more relaxed. Have you tried that?
Oh, I haven't actually. Yeah.
It can be
Is it because you're focused on the...
it can be quite soothing apparently, and like you start to focus a bit better. So maybe try that and then see.
Good tip. Thank you. I'll try that. Yeah, because I was watching some things and they were saying like you should write your name backwards. You should do. And I was thinking of myself there with a pen and paper, looking quite odd on the plane. But yeah.
Well, I've never heard of that, to be honest. I mean, that would probably frustrate me a little bit because I wouldn't be able to do it. I know myself I can do it.
That's the thing, yeah. Try and focus on that, yeah. So, Khadija, in terms of your family, are your family in London? Do they?
Well, they're all over the place. I have some, because there's a total of 5 there's 7 of us, but 5 siblings of us all together. So 2 brothers, 2 sisters. 2 sisters are in the UK, one is in England, and the other one is in Wales, actually. Wow. And then my brothers, one is in Spain, because I'm mixed race. My dad is Spanish, my mom is English. So he's in Spain, and the other one, just I have no clue where the other one is. He's always traveling.
I see, yeah. And are you one of the eldest or the youngest?
I'm the eldest, to be honest with you. So I would like to think I influenced them to travel, but I think they had it in them already, to be honest with you.
Yeah. And which part of England is it? Is it like London or like the north of England that your family are in?
Oh, one is in central London, and the other one, I think, she's in Kensington, around this area. She's studying at the moment, so
that's really nice. And how long have you been in this job? Has it been a few years?
It's crazy, actually, because I first was thinking of studying English, like literature or something, but then I was like, I don't know if that's me, because like I said, I was really into psychology and everything. So I did my CELTA and I was teaching English, and while I was doing that, I was doing my degree, basically. So it was quite interesting. I would like to think I'm integrated in both. And then I got a job straight away in human resources after that.
Amazing. Wow. So it's really nice. So you've got your job, and then you also tutor on Cambly. So you have like the kind of interaction with students as well, which is great. Yeah. And so in terms of Dubai, like for people who haven't been, what would you say is like kind of the predominant culture and things to see and do?
I think Dubai is becoming quite famous, but I think it's famous, but like in terms of the malls and the beaches, I think people don't realize there's so much more to it. Like if you said Abu Dhabi, they'll be like, what is that? Like, where is that basically?
Right, yeah.
So I think, people coming to Dubai, well, it depends when they come, I think. Like people love to come in the winter. And I would say it's very international at the moment. Like the local majority, they're very low compared to internationals. So it's very similar, I would say, to some places in Spain. But then Abu Dhabi is quite amazing as well. It's slower pace, but they have the better safaris, more nature and all of in that aspect. So did you go when you were in the UAE, or was it only Dubai?
I've been once to Abu Dhabi. They have Ferrari World, I think, don't they?
Yeah.
So it was more kind of tourist stuff, exactly. But I think it's slightly quieter, isn't it, than Dubai? There's not so much traffic, or am I wrong?
I would know, definitely much quieter. But I think people are starting to enjoy that more because, Dubai is becoming so busy and crowded that people kind of want to escape to a more kind of neutral environment, I think, in that essence.
Exactly. We have my dad's sister, so his older sister she's been there for years, like about 30 years, and she was a teacher in Dubai, and now she's like in her 80s. So my parents often go as well to see them. They're actually going on Saturday. They're going on Saturday for a week to Dubai.
Perfect weather at the moment for them to go in that aspect.
I think it's a hot time. July is the hottest time, isn't it?
I say July and August for some weird reason. The humidity is like, it really hits you. Like it was 55 degrees last year. It's unbelievable when you think about it. Does it get that hot in Thailand or that humid?
It doesn't. I think, it's a different kind of heat. I think in Dubai, because of the desert climate, it's like a dry heat, isn't it? Yeah. Whereas in Thailand, it is humid, but it doesn't, it has a different feel. Sometimes there's more of a breeze, I would say. It depends. And now it's actually a really nice time of year in Thailand. It's kind of they call it winter, but it's not really kind of cold. It kind of, late 20s, but in the north, it can go to like 15 degrees or like, even 10 degrees in the morning. So it's, so I think people get quite excited when the weather's cold here because it's so rare. Yeah.
What about you then? Like, how did you adapt to Thailand? Like for you, do you feel like summer is actually summer or winter is winter, or because you're from the UK, you don't really feel it?
That's one thing I really missed, actually, the seasons, just being able to like change clothes and the seasons and have different weather, like the leaf shedding and things that I just took for granted when I lived there. It was just like, normal. So now it's kind of, it's really hot, or it's like the rainy season. So in April, the rainy season will start, which is good. It cools down the weather completely when it's rainy, but well,
can I say, like, do you work, or is Cambly like your, I think your YouTube channel was amazing. The idea is very creative.
Thank you.
Cambly, or from your old job, is there kind of link between the three?
So I did English language and linguistics. So that's what I always wanted to do, language, and kind of focus on the semantics and the phonetics, that side of English. And then after that, I was teaching in schools because I did education as part of my degree, teaching in schools around London and just, doing that kind of thing. Then I had my kids. So I've got 3 boys. So when I had them, things kind of slowed down. But I wasn't on Cambly till 3 years ago. Yeah, it's quite a new thing. So when I was in London, I also worked in HR for 3 or 4 years for the NHS. It was like an NHS job. And kind of a drug and alcohol service and a mental health service. So I wanted to get experience in an office to see if I really wanted to teach. It was just to confirm really if it was for me. And then I gravitated back towards teaching. I thought this is what I really enjoy. And even here I was helping in the schools, at international schools, but then of course the pandemic, things changed.
Definitely. Cambly is kind of amazing in that aspect, because I've met people I never thought I would meet, like from different parts of the world. Jobs I've never heard of before. Like
it really opens your eyes, doesn't it, and your mind to everything. And you learn so much, don't you? Like from your students as well. Yeah.
Really do. Like I have this Brazilian student, he was teaching me Brazilian like expressions the other day, to be honest with you, and everything. So.
It's really good, isn't it? Yeah. And do you think that, like, being on Cambly as a tutor, does that inspire you to travel as well? Do you feel like you'd like to see more of the world? Yeah.
Definitely, because last year I went to Brazil for my birthday, and I only went because I was so exposed to Brazilian students on Cambly. They kind of like encouraged me to go.
So good. Wow. Did you have a good trip? I've never been to South America.
Oh, you have to go. They're just so warm and loving. Like the minute, I don't know about Thailand, the minute they just give you kisses and hugs on the cheeks and all of this, I was a bit surprised because we don't do that in the UK and everything. So
really warm people, yeah. So I would say, with Thailand, they're really warm and friendly, but they don't kind of do the hugging thing so much. It's like they have the greeting like this, the Y greeting. So there's less kind of contact, when you meet people. But they're really kind of, the people I've spoken to in my very limited Thai, they're really like, they always want to help. They're very friendly and it's really sweet, very sweet people. Yeah, that's amazing. So Khadija, in terms of your job, do you travel, like, do you have to travel to New York every month, or how often do you go?
It really depends. I mean, to be honest, I'll say the main branches are between the UK and Dubai at the moment. So I'll do like 4 months the UK, 3 months Dubai, and then I don't go and come back. My company's like, no, you stay there for a certain amount of time, and you can come back, basically. And you also do it at the end of the year, to be honest with you. But I love it. I mean, meeting different people, it's always interesting, to be honest with you, in that aspect.
I'm sure, that's great. Yeah. And what is your plan like for this year, for 2026? Do you have more travel planned? Do you have anything you'd like to do?
I have no idea. I'm finishing my master's this year, so that's my first plan.
Well, so you're studying and working as well.
It's been a very interesting year. I'm put it like that. So I'm going to finish that, and I'm going to give myself a month of traveling. Where I'm going to go, I don't know.
Oh, that's great. What is the master's in, if you don't mind me asking?
It's AI combined with psychology. So, like, how do people interpret AI? Like, it's quite interesting because people are threatened by AI, but we use it like 24/7 basically. So we're programming which ones we use as a threat, which ones we kind of are okay with. And I find that very interesting, to be honest with you.
That's amazing. Yeah. And you were saying that you love psychology. Yeah. So what's one thing, like if I just had to ask you one thing about human behavior that surprises you, what would you say? Yeah.
I think it's people sometimes, the one thing I've noticed personally is I've noticed that human behavior can be very unpredictable. Like you can predict something for other people, but when it comes to yourself, I wouldn't do the same. But you never know that, to be honest with you. You know, we pick and choose. So some people we can say, oh, I don't like that she did that. But then with another person, we kind of like unknowingly kind of give them a bias to allow them. And I find that really interesting how kind of way.
Wow.
In my opinion.
Yeah, that's great. Does it make you, like when you're doing your course, does it make you kind of analyze your own relationships with friends and family? Do you find that you do that?
I realize I probably have a lot of things that I need to work on. You think you're judging other people, but you're really just kind of analyzing yourself in that aspect.
That's so interesting. Wow. So is that something that will help in the job, or is it just something you did because of interest?
I think a mix of both, I would say, because I do think AI is becoming more dominant in industry. So I think it's good to kind of keep up with the differences and knowing how to use it. But I also find it really interesting for myself because I don't know about you, I have whole chats with ChatGPT about everything. To be honest,
actually a godsend. It really is. It helps in so many ways. And it's difficult not to depend on it too much, I think, isn't it? We all tend to use it a lot.
Definitely. And like the other day, I really injured my shoulder and I was like, should I go to the doctor? I was like, no, let me just check with ChatGPT first. What should I do?
Exactly, And there's also Copilot, isn't there, with all the, So like even with my kids and things, I'll put Copilot on and they'll have a little conversation. And it's like such a different world now, I think. Yeah. What do you say in terms of technology? Do you think it's got more pros than cons? What do you think?
I'm starting to think it probably has more cons than like advantages, because I think we're becoming very dependent. Like I remember when I think it was ChatGPT kind of crashed, Instagram crashed, people were panicking. I remember Instagram comments, I need to do my project while what's going on.
Exactly, we depend on it. Yeah, that's right.
What about you, can I ask? Do you feel like you kind of maybe over depend on it, or do you think it's balance?
I do. I think, if we travel somewhere, we could use it even to like plan a travel trip. We can use it for that. We can use it for general kind of, even for my channel. Sometimes I think, oh, let me just check that this is done properly, or, just to give me like verification. And there's so many times where I just think, we lean on it for for different things. So I think it's not a bad thing. But then when I'm hearing like, it can like stop us from thinking because we use AI as our brain, that's when I think it kind of crosses the line, doesn't it?
Yeah, probably. Because because I think we become, because I remember my brother the other day, I asked him a question. He just said, I'll just chat GPT it. I said, why don't you learn about it? Like, why aren't you trying, basically?
Yeah. I mean, the great thing is everything is there at our fingertips. We don't need to kind of, And I think it was so different to when I was a student and we'd go to the library and, have to research everything. It just seems much more efficient now and convenient.
I think it's also probably a generational gap because I'm a millennial. My brother's a Gen Z.
All right.
When I tell him some of the things that I did, he looks at me like, what was wrong with your generation? do you ever have those moments with your kids? They just look at you, they're like,
right. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And even with phones, you know, like if we're in a restaurant or something, they will be like, you know, before the food comes, they'll want to game with their friends. And when I'm like, put the phones away, we're eating now, and they'll be like, oh, this is how we socialize. So it's such a different world. And then the other day, one of my sons said to me, like, you know, so what did you do when you grew up? Like, you didn't have phones. And I was like, we just talk. We talk to each other without phones. And they were like, but not like, you know, gaming or anything. I was like, no, we didn't. And I guess because we didn't have it, we didn't miss it. Do you think it's like that? Yeah.
I definitely think so. And I always tell my brother, like, I know that their generation has benefits, but I always tell my brother, you don't know what it feels like just to go out, I don't know, with a long walk with your friends, not be distracted by technology. But he just looks at me like I'm a dinosaur when I says that. He just goes like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, it's just different. And I think there's a bit of a gap in like our generations. Yeah. And then I think back to my parents' generation where they didn't even have computers, you know, the time that my parents were working, and they were doing all their record, like they worked in the hospital, so they were like, you know, doing all the medical records by hand, and how that must have been, yeah, really time consuming.
I can't imagine how they survived. Even with me, I can't imagine life without AI. I know it did, so it did good work, but I couldn't imagine it in that aspect.
Exactly. It's so different, yeah.
Well, do you do that thing as well? Because, you know, I always tell my mother, well, in my generation, we never did this. Do you ever do that with your kids? Like, do you ever
then I catch myself when I'm saying it. I'm like, I shouldn't say this. It just makes me feel like a real oldie. Yeah.
I feel like my mother, because my mother would say the same thing to me when I did that, basically. So
really, yeah. But at the same time, it's nice to hear how things were done differently. Yeah, just to compare how life is now to our parents, our grandparents, and yeah.
Definitely. I mean,
true,
we'll see what the future holds with,
exactly.
with that.
Yeah, things are changing all the time, aren't they, in terms of technology and everything? Yeah.
Okay, but can I ask, you know, in Thailand, would you say it's similar? Because I would just presume more nature, better environment, so people would go out more, they would socialize more. Would you say that? Or?
I would say, yeah. I mean, if you want to do outdoor sports and things like that, you have to choose your time, either go early morning or during the like evening after 5 p.m. because, you know, there's not much because of the weather. But otherwise, yeah, there's so many opportunities and life is great. So we've almost finished.
I know. It was lovely talking to you, though.
Are you working today? Is it today working?
Today, yes, I'm going to be working. But
I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much.
To you, though. Have a lovely
really lovely.